Sup guys, it's me, your favorite Pokemon trainer Ava, and we have a wild cell in the classroom. I wonder what it's doing here. And why is it half open? Whoa, what do you think I should do? I have nothing in my bag and I'm low level, so I should either take a look at it or run away. If I observe it, do you think it would attack me? You know what, let's take a look at it. It's not every day a wild cell pops up in your classroom. You see, this might sound odd to you, but I think the organelles in a cell are very much like art. Yes, you heard correctly. I think organelles, as in the parts in a cell, and art are similar. You may think I'm crazy, but hear me out. I am indeed very sane. Since we have an animal cell in front of us, I'm only going to go over animal cell organelles. Let's start with the cell membrane. It's this thing right here, surrounding the entire cell. What a cell membrane does is it separates the inside of the cell from its surroundings and controls what goes in and out of the cell. The cell membrane is very similar to masking tape or painter's tape. Have you ever watched your parents paint the walls in your house? I have, and I've noticed them using painter's tape to make sure no paint got onto unwanted areas like the baseboards. Painter's tape, or masking tape, is also used in art often. The tape separates the inside of the canvas from its surroundings and controls what materials go in and out of the canvas, just like the cell membrane does. The cell itself is like a canvas. Anything inside the cell is what makes it a cell, and anything on the canvas makes it an art piece. The cell membrane and the masking tape make sure nothing unwanted appears inside the cell or on the canvas. This part is the nucleus. The nucleus controls activities going on in the cell, contains the DNA, and is the brain of the cell. The artist controls activities going on when making art, contains DNA, and is the brain of art making. So the nucleus would be the artist. All around inside the cell is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that surrounds other organelles and gives the cell shape. Cytoplasm is like color. Color surrounds the drawings on the canvas. It fills out the canvas and gives the canvas life. Without color, the drawings would be plain. Color fills the canvas with vibrancy, just like how cytoplasm fills the membrane with its jelly-like substance. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It converts energy through cellular respiration. The powerhouse of art is inspiration, being mentally stimulated to do something creative or sudden amazing ideas is what creates an art piece. If the mitochondria stopped working, then the cell would stop working because it has no energy. If the inspiration is gone, then the art piece would stay forever unfinished because all the energy to make it would be gone. The vesicles, Golgi apparatus, and endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, are all like paintbrushes. They all transfer protein into the cell, just like how paintbrushes transfer paint onto a canvas. If we put it like that, then the paint is the protein, and the ribosomes somehow creates the paint. Maybe it's the paint tube or a bucket. However, there's another way to put it, which is working as one paintbrush. Since the ribosomes, ER, and Golgi apparatus and vesicles work together in order to transport proteins and materials, they're all like a paintbrush and water. The ER and Golgi apparatus being different parts of a paintbrush, and the ribosomes being the water. As for the type of paintbrush, let's use a water brush pen. The water goes into the base of the pen, and the ribosomes creates protein, which is then sent into the ER. The ER then sends it to the Golgi apparatus. If you want to create a cool effect of one color fading to another color, you can put one brush with blue paint on it and put it to the tip of another brush with a different color on it. Let's say the ER is one brush put to the tip of the Golgi apparatus. transferring the paint to another brush, which will then be sent to the canvas. The Golgi apparatus then sends the protein to the vesicles, which would be the actual brush tip, which is the organelle that actually transfers the protein around the cell, just like how the brush tip is the part that actually transfers the paint onto the canvas. Although it isn't labeled on this diagram, I think lysosomes are the purple circles in the cell. Either that or the green circles near the Golgi apparatus. They're either flowing freely in the cell or attached to the Golgi apparatus and are only found in animal cells, not plant cells. These are like the top of pencil sharpeners. They break down food particles and waste, and pencil sharpeners break down the unneeded or dull parts of a pencil. The vacuole is missing from the diagram, so here's a picture of it. This organelle is a storage compartment that stores waste temporarily. It's usually smaller in animal cells than in plant cells. It's like the bottom of a pencil sharpener, the part that stores the waste in the pencil. And that's it. That's how I think art is similar to cells. Well then, if you don't mind, I think it's time for me to run away from the cell and find a Pokemon that's more my level. See you next time!